Hold on one second. I'm just trying to figure some stuff out real quick. My bad.
Quiet. You're hunting pigalinas. Be very, very quiet. You're hunting pigalinas.
is real. Listen. The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it? The paranormal is real. It is real. The paranormal is real. Is it?
All right. I think I might have figured it out. I don't know. My bad. Let's see. I went back to StreamYard because it opened me up, and now I'm feeling foreign over here now. So anyway, what I wanted to go over today was I was going to show expose Miss Bullhorn Buttface. I call her Miss Bullhorn Buttface. But I saw the Spitfires live, and oh, it made me so irate. And so I'm going to show hers first, and then I'm going to show a video of mine that contradicts everything that she said in Spotlight Spitfires chat. But how it's, I don't know who's here. I don't know if there's anybody here. Well, we got 6 people watching, so please excuse me. You know, I'm not a rookie to the YouTube streets, but I'm a rookie to the live. So just like I said, give me a little grace. I'm only going to ask for it 3 times. That's the second time for some grace. So we're going to go over the Spitfire Spotlight one that I'm going to drop her link in the chat. I think I might still have it. Let's see if I have it in here. I think this is her link right here. I believe that's her link. If it's not, then I will go grab it. So just give me a second, and I'm going to grab that video, and then I'm going to show the one that I created a while back, because she's talking about how everybody was basically going in on the victims of the Koberger case, is what, you know, she lost her dang mind. And she's saying, I never done that. And she's over here trying to reprimand people and acting like she's all perfect, and she's never done that. Well, I'm going to show that she's a hypocrite. So we're going to first look at that one first, and then go from there. So just, like I said, just give me a little bit of grace. Let's see if we shit there. So we're going to do media. Cancel.
You guys did to the Gonzalez family is disgusting, deplorable, and sickening. You need Jesus. Come to church with me on Sunday. It might help you. You guys were wrong. I've been telling you, you've been listening to these wrong asshats for years. You're supporting people that hurt real families while they criticize the people out here trying to do right and trying to destroy even more people because they're trying to cover their own idiot asses. It's disgusting. All you free Brian Koberger people, wake the F up. How did you get it so wrong? Maybe you need to go back and examine your education level first and foremost, your common sense, your problem solving, and then try not to do it again. Let's try not to destroy the next family. So funny that you destroyed them, you destroyed Layla's mom, you tried to destroy Seth. Man, you guys are hitting it out of the park with destroying innocent families. Wow. Wow. Now, I'm done with y'all. Now that the whole world sees who the idiots are on these YouTube streets, now you guys know, because you hurt people. You hurt people. A mom lost her blessed daughter, and you had her memorial page shut down. What in the ever-loving you-know-what kind of people does that? You need Jesus. You need Jesus. That was the... Despicable. My heart bleeds for those families. And trust me, I really don't have a whole lot of respect for all of the families involved. But you don't hear me publicly stating that. You don't hear me publicly stating that. Maybe one day I will, a time and a place. But I absolutely support what the dissolve is, the Mogan family and the Kernodle family are going through, and their frustration in all of this. And then you have these asshats that want to cause chaos in a case to free a monster. They need to sit down. I'm tired of dealing with them. They're idiots. This was a no-brainer case, and if they still couldn't get this, that's how stupid these content creators are. Absolutely stupid. And they create their own narrative. They're illusionists. They're illusionists. Look at all the illusions they put before you to make you actually believe this monster was innocent. They're very, very clever and very, very creative, and you got not my people. My people are smart because we educate them, just like I'm about to educate them on this. So let's go ahead and listen. Now that we got my drop the mic and my one and done out of the way. Let's move on because they're not worth our time anymore. I just like to point out the obvious, right? Because they wanted to sit there for 5 years saying that I'm the problem. Boy, like I said, illusionists. Oh, give me just a second. It was the BFF. If everybody wants to know, when's she taking a call on July 4th? Because I got plans. This is not like everything I'm doing today. I'm like, social Betty now. We got a social Betty, right? Starting to crawl out of my cocoon. I've suffocated myself in for the last 2 years. We're getting out and about. It's the 4th of July. I'm going out to have a cookout. Last 4th of July. I don't know. I think I was in bed probably sucking on my pacifier, trying not to cry. Well, this year's a little bit different. The birds are chirping. Sky would say it was rain and blue skies, but we all know that's a lie, right? We just heard the thunder, so we know we got gray skies and rain. But hey, if you can't go dance in the rain, well, you know what? You just can't have fun, okay? I'm sorry. Sometimes you just gotta go dance in that rain. If you get struck by lightning, well, I guess you lit it up. I guess you really were the firework going out. We're in news, and it's like, for me, if it's public and it's breaking, I'm going to run it. I'm sorry, that's my job. So even when it came down to like Brian Enton broke the plea deal. He got wind of it, just like I did with the Michael Monkey Vaughn case. We found out somebody was arrested for failing to report a corpse. I was the first one that brought Stacy and Sarah Wandra's name to the public, and I I got crucified for that. So it doesn't really matter. I don't care if I'm going to get crucified. This is my job. We bring breaking news. If I have the ability to break a story, I will break it. But long story short, they just don't believe that Bill Thompson should have done this way. They say that this was basically amateur hour. I have to agree. Bill Thompson didn't want to deal with the family. It's his freaking job. Okay, he gets paid a lot of flipping money from that county. A lot of money. A lot of taxpayer money to do his job and do it well. And he's shit on these families. The only people that are happy with this are the Chapin family, okay? And Ben Mogan. That's it. It seems to me that the Chapins, in all fairness, have had more hands. In all of this. I think they're the ones that approach the university to tear down that house. They're the ones that want to clean this up and just get moved on. They're not taking into consideration to anybody else or any other victims there. None. But it is my understanding they're the ones that they're the reason the house was ultimately taken down. That's the sources that I've got. Because his brother and sister still went to that school, and it was hard for those two to continue to look at that house. So it was approached by the Chapin family for the demolition. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So it's upsetting. And Ben, I want to put this because I'm so sick of people screwing up the perspective. Because I feel we normal human beings try to make things sound good to justify certain things. And one thing I hate more than anything in the world is hearing somebody say, I want them to sit in jail for the rest of their life to think about what they did. They're not sitting in there beating themselves up for what they did. Let me put this in perspective. It's going to be grotesque, and I do apologize, but I think it needs to be said. How would Ben feel knowing that guy, every time he thinks of what he did to his daughter, he gets a hard on or goes in the bathroom and relieves himself in pleasure? And he gets to do that every single time he thinks of this case. Because I certainly don't. And these twisted, sick SOBs, do you think that they're sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that? This guy here, maybe there is somebody that's in there doing that. But this guy here, he enjoyed what he did. And you want him to think about that the rest of his life? I don't get it. I get exactly why Steve wants his day in court. I agree with Steve wanting his day in court. And you know what? Even if this was, because we just heard from the judge that he has no control over this. Yeah, you need to think about it like that. The next time you want to have somebody sit in that jail cell for the rest of their life, you should really play that tape through and see what they're thinking about. Because this guy's a sick puppy. He's a sick puppy. He didn't seem like he was highly remorseful for his crime, did he? I don't know. I didn't see any remorse on his face. And for them to block the entire public out, a hearing and a case that cost the taxpayers, not just that county, the state and the feds, us, millions of dollars. And they blocked us out of everything and try to put a big old bow tie in the dead of night and sneak this plea deal in. And not give a crap about the input of any of the families. I feel like one family did have some input on it, at least one, which I will be looking at that avenue, because there's 4 families here. 4, not 1, 4. And we don't even have half of them, not even half. We have maybe a 25% agreement with Bill Thompson of the victims' families. He should have brought them in. He should have had balls and backbones to look that family in their face and resolve this issue and talk about the plea. That's what's supposed to happen. Can you imagine having your child slaughtered at a university, the university shit on them, and then the prosecution shit on them? Are we an anti-University of Idaho? You bet your butt we're an anti-University of Idaho. We will talk about this case forever and ever, amen. We were going to campaign against this. Hell, maybe we should start doing doing some blip boards around this country against the University of Idaho because they can't shut us all up. And in my opinion, the University of Idaho did a disservice to all 4 victims. The Moscow Police Department, in my opinion, did a great job. And the prosecution's office just stuck the knife in 10 times deeper. That's all they did. They never got justice. Bill Thompson is too blessed old for the fight. It's time to hang it up, Mr. Thompson, and retire. And if you guys keep this SOB in office up there in Moscow, Idaho, then you guys deserve it next time it happens to your daughter because you know better. This was not justice. But I blame this not on law enforcement, but squarely on Bill Thompson. And that's exactly where the blame needs to be had. Not this judge, not Nancy Taylor and Brian Kohberger. I mean, Brian Kohberger is responsible for all of this. No allocution. He was a piss poor prosecuting attorney. Piss poor. Piss poor. And I agree with Chris McDonough here. To it. On Monday, they're going to have a certified copy from the Bullhorn Betty channel, a spoliation letter. Don't be messing with the evidence. We'll be sending that out certified as well to Moscow, Idaho. We're going to be one of these crazy media people that want to know the truth. And you know what? If I find out that Bill Thompson, I'll be in front of his office with my sign, right? I'll be in front of his office with my sign. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I have my personal viewpoints on it, and I'm sorry I'm getting a little graphic in my language, but I'm upset about this because these families have already been through so much, and then you add the asshats from this teen free Brian Kohberger because they're too stupid to know 2 + 2 = 4. Can't help them. Probably a product of our public education system. Just saying. Not playing. I'm a product of our public education system. I'm a product of good teaching. It turned me into a sex freak at 9 years old. Just saying. Had it been one of my family members, this happened. I'm telling you, I'm not a violent person until it comes to my family. Until it comes to my family, and I am a flippin' animal. You don't ever want to see that side of me. It's not a pretty side. But I know I got a beast that lies waiting, right? Everybody does. Believe me, it's called fight or flight. If you haven't learned it, then you're lucky. That means you haven't been put in a position where you had to know it or get to know it. So for those that have never had to know it or get to know it, God bless you. But for the few of us that have been put in some terrible situations, but that's the one thing when it comes to my family. Anything else, I can deal with. And Olivia's part of my family because I was thinking about it. I'm like, Mom, I think I'm the only person Mom trusts with her by herself, but she knows that I would hurt somebody if anybody tried to hurt Olivia. Like, yeah, I pity the fool. I pity the fool. I'm a wiry one. I'm like a little monkey. So at least I was in my 20s. I haven't had to stretch those types of muscles in a really long time because I'm good. I don't live the lifestyle. I don't have the problems I used to. I pray to God I never have to have the problems. But if I'm anything like I was in my 20s, I'll be worried. I'm just saying. I might be a little bit slower, but I think I got the moves. We'll find out. Well, one day, right?
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Let's see. Is that maybe that's why? I don't know. He's changed the whole format. It used to be so simple. And then I was over there. So can you guys hear me? I know you guys can hear me, but I don't know if you can hear this. Let's see. Let me try this one more time. Let me see.
Right, one day I'm in a crazy business. Who knows? I'm over here 1 minute. Boop. And that's why, if you guys notice, that's why I have my keys. If you notice anything about my keys, they're always around my neck. There, I've been doing that for years. If I can tell you anything about one of the most non-lethal weapons I've ever had in my life to defend myself, it's those keys around my neck. And trust me, I've had to yank them off and start flipping them around. I tell you, you don't want to be whacked by the keys because they'll whack you. Get your butt back. But definitely without a doubt, it's just you don't realize you need to use it. Now it comes with pepper spray on those key rings, so I don't even have to swing it like a helicopter anymore. I just lift and spray. I'm getting too old for this crap. I got myself an easy spot button. It goes.
I'm so sorry if you couldn't hear it. Let me see. I'm gonna try one more time. I don't know. Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna take it off and then I'm gonna put it back on. See. It's trial and error. Please show me a little bit of grace. Let's see. We are going to share. Go here. Share. See what happens.
A-hole be gone spray.
Can you
Alright,
hear
that
it?
about covers it for this video.
Oh
Let me know
my
your thoughts in the
God.
comment section below. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure to turn your bell notifications on. Until next time,
I can't tell.
be well.
Wow, Donald Trump.
I think I know why. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to try to do this here. I think I know why. I was having trouble when I was first going on. Let me see if I can. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll become a professional before you know it, but I'm not right now, obviously. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, where are you, Betty? Where's Trucker Betty at? Let me find her. Find Trucker. We're gonna go to my videos. And let's find Trucker Betty. Let's see if she is in here. I had it ready to go. But I changed her. Um, Shorts. History. If I can find her in here. Where you at, Betty? You are. I don't have a lot of videos. Okay, let's go to. I had her already pulled up. Let's see. Only history. Where'd she go? Pretty. Channel. Oh, no, that's not it. Where are you at, baby? I post. I have it right here, I think. She's right. Where'd she go? This one? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can share the screen. And then we're gonna go. So this is a video that I made, and this is basically showing her hypocrisy. So let's see. Just give me a second to see if I can do this right. Let's see. And so let me go remove myself. Let's see. Just let me know if you can hear it or not, all right? Hypocrisy refers to the act of pretending to have moral beliefs, feelings, or virtues that one does not actually possess. It involves saying or doing one thing while believing or doing the opposite. Hypocrisy is often seen as a form of dishonesty, and it can be harmful to relationships and society as a whole. It can also be seen as a form of betrayal, particularly when someone is trusted to uphold certain values or standards but fails to do so. Number one.
And they have a way of trying to justify putting me in harm's way. They have sent people, you guys have watched them, send people out to my location. You have watched pictures of me in a kitchen pop up on social media from somebody taking photos of me from outside of a window on private property. These are all illegal acts. I have never done that. There is no justification in this world of any conduct I've done to result to breaking the law and stalking and harassing someone. Because of social media, there's an uptick in cyber stalking. You need to look up what cyber stalking is to understand the law behind it. And most of these creators are stalking by through the internet. Everything they're looking at.
Bullhorn Buttface, doxing herself.
But you want to come here and tell me you're going to assault me? Bitch, bring it. 5822 2nd Street, West Braden, Florida, 34207. Bring your ass here to my motherfucking house. If that's the way you want to play it, come here. You want to deal with me? Deal with me to my face. 5822 2nd Street West. I bet you don't have the balls.
Number two.
We stood up with Jack D, Jake, and Jack S. We stood up with it. And I actually stood up related to Bethany and Dylan.
This is the one where she's over here talking about that she told everybody to not victimize the survivors of the Koberger case, Bethany and Dylan. And so this is basically showing the contradictions and her hypocrisy. So I don't know if you guys can hear it. If you guys can't hear it, please, please, please let me know, because I am I'm so rookie at this. It's not even funny. And I'm embarrassed, but hey, I'm trying at least, at least getting out there, getting my feet wet. So this is basically this is called I said I never have is what I call it. So it shows 3 different examples of when she says one thing and then she goes, oh, I never said that, or I've never said that. So it's 3 different scenarios. So this right here is about the survivors of Bethany and Dylan. And so she's over here saying, I never said that. I told them, basically be kind and, this and this and that to nobody, drag them, or, talk ill about them because they've already got survivor's guilt as it is, right? So, so let's see what she says.
Because I never believed that they were a part of this. Like, people really just went after them. And it was very disgusting to watch. And I remember time and time again on this channel, we kept telling, please, please, please don't do that. Don't reach out to these kids. We don't have enough information to point the finger at anyone. I said that. I don't know how many times I said that to the audience.
Thank you for telling me.
I asked my audience, I begged my audience, please don't engage in that conduct.
So you stated that you supported Dylan and Bethany and that they were being slammed by other creators and other people, and you couldn't believe it, and telling your subscribers to not engage in that kind of conduct, and how many times you told them, and you just are just appalled by how the people were talking about Dylan and Bethany. Well, let's take a trip back in time and revisit what you said and show how much you support Bethany and Dylan.
So, I get Dylan was terrified, but that's even more of the reason you pick up the phone and dial 911. Like, we were taught from the age of not only that, but after the shock wears off, she should have had her brain back on, right? Shock doesn't last forever. If she was in shock, she wouldn't have walked in her room and been able to go right to sleep. She wouldn't have been tossing and turning. You would think curiosity, just to go check on her friends, would have been killing her to find out and make sure everybody's okay, especially when she heard all this stuff and then nothing. Everybody just went quiet except for whimpering coming out of Xana's room. I'm sorry, she doesn't get a free pass on here. Like, what the hell was she thinking?
She makes me sick.
It seems some of us have forgotten that not all details are in this, and we are judging this poor Dylan, who was terrified and a victim. Nice look, Betty, victim shaming Dylan. Well, you, my friend, can kiss my ever-loving ass, okay? And nobody is telling you to be here. And I don't care if you call me a victim shamer or not. Thank God it wasn't you in that house, right? Right? If it was you dying on the floor and somebody shut the door and locked it on you, how would you feel about that? Right? How would you feel? How about if it was your daughter or your child? Would you say I'm victim shaming then? Or you just don't care about your family? I mean, I'm just asking. Star Sassy. Because to be honest with you, from where I sit, I like the way I look, okay? I like everything that comes out of my mouth. I own it. I'm not PC, okay? I'm not politically correct and will never be that. If I see something that's foul, I'm going to say it's foul. If you don't like that, tough shit, you're in the wrong freaking room. I can tell you that right now, Star. You're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. She better testify against him. I'm sure she's going to testify against him. She doesn't have a choice at this point. They will subpoena her ass in there. Exactly. That's my...
So if you listen and hear what she's saying, and so basically she's going to say at the very end of this, like this little clip, she's going to say, oh, somebody says in the chat that maybe Koberger was basically, maybe the person who did it was worn out from taking the lives of the other three. And he goes, oh, she goes, oh, maybe, what did she say? She says, maybe you're right. He was just worn slap out, she says. Oh my God, the audacity of this woman to even say what she said earlier on what Spitfire Spotlight showed. It made me irate, so I had to put this. I think I made this video probably 2 years ago when it first happened. So she's a liar, like we all know.
Problem. Right there. That's my problem. 8 hours later, she heard whimpering and a guy walking through her house. She could have saved her effing friends, and she went to bed. Oh, just another day at the house. How many times has she ever heard whimpering coming out of Xana's room before? If she's never heard whimpering coming out of Xana's room before, why would she think it was okay that everybody in the house was okay after watching a masked man walk through their effing house? Yes, Dylan is a girl. That is correct. Because he's a coward, she was awake and he didn't know what kind of opponent she was. Actually, you might be right about that girl. He might have just been worn slap out, and didn't have any more fight left in him. He might have just been worn slap out, and didn't have any more fight left in him. That is a possibility. But for her to see him eyeball to eyeball, and she just closes her door after, like, the whole reason she opened her door is because she heard whimpering.
Number 3.
We weren't egging for him to be fired. I'm not losing sleep over it, because to be honest with you, the information that we had with them drinking and using up on that mountain with their day about that. If you've got money to spend on alcohol and drugs, but you don't have money to go and find your daughter, then you don't need money.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I see that point, but I also think that this has been my stance, and I've taken cussings and been booted out of Facebooks and chats and everything else, and that's fine. I have not got one piece of factual evidence that says they done anything. I believe in innocent until proven guilty. You believe in guilty till proven innocent.
That's not true.
Well, you've said that before.
No, I never said that. What I said is that it is not my place to be the jury or the judge, which it's not. And I refuse. I'm going to go out there and look at the cases. I'm going to get information, firsthand knowledge. That means interviews. That is evidence. That is evidence. Firsthand knowledge, affidavitable type of firsthand knowledge. People that were there, people that were in the home, people that saw what was going on. That can be used as evidence.
Guilty is when you're arrested and you're facing the court of law. When you're dealing with Andrea, when you're dealing with heels on the ground, you don't get a pass. You don't get this innocent until proven guilty bullshit. You don't get it. You just don't. That's what it is here. I am not the criminal justice system. Jonathan is not the criminal justice system. Olivia is not the criminal justice system, and neither is Marissa. You are guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
So basically, that's I don't know if the other video didn't show. I did put the link in the chat. It's Spitfire Spotlight's video on basically what she's been saying recently, and she's talking about how how dare they drag the families and all this and that. But she's such a hypocrite. It drives me absolutely insane. But I have some other videos. I don't know if you guys are interested in seeing. I have archives and archives of this woman. It's not even funny. If you want, I can see what else I got in here. If not, then I can shut it down, because I'm sorry that you guys couldn't hear it before. But I got a whole I got a plethora of archives of Betty. I wonder if this will play. No, it won't. Man, this StreamYard sucks. I'm gonna go back to my restream. I just barely got used to that one, and now I feel like I'm like doing something. So I'm gonna go get another video and see what I can track down here. So I'm gonna mute. Let's see here.
You're hunting pigalinas. Be very, very quiet. You're hunting pigalinas.
Damn, Shanti.
So I'm just looking for some. See what we got. I got so many. I'm just looking at my private videos that I have here because I just uploaded them so I could take them out of my um, phone so I can have more storage. But I know I've got a whole bunch. Let's see. Meeting with politicians. Let's see what we got here. I think we got her. She's talking about Nick the Hat, and let's see. PHB Georgia, cockroaches and the crackhead, where she's talking about that. We got the boys. Molly, March 16th. What is this one? 2024. Let's see. Where's this one? Where's the one where she's cooking? I got one that she's cooking and she basically, give me 1 second here. And she's talking about Nick the Hat and all that and how they're no good and all that hoopla. Let's see. PHP the boy, Molly. Let's see. I don't know what this one is. Okay. I know I got more. Let me see what I got in my files. It's just because I'm looking for them now. So now it's going to be videos. Downloads. InShot. Let's. No, I got stuff in here. Damn. Let's see. StreamYard, stream recorded. Downloads. Is this one? This might be one. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, this is the one where her and JLR. Yep, that's when her and JLR during the Gabby Petito case. So let's see if I can grab that bad boy. Let's see, video file. Let's see if it'll. This one. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So. Over here. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Okay, so this is this right here. It says, "Hi, my name is Angelo Zappa Costa, and I was arrested for pushing and yelling at Jonathan Lee Richards and a known felon on probation and fraudster. He has filed thousands of unwarranted lawsuits. He came on our property without permission and proceeded to take pictures and videos again without permission. He and his cohort then proceeded to our front window, which is out of view of the cameras, and tried to peep in our home with his phone. When I was told what he was doing from a neighbor and saw the footage, I immediately went to the Northport Police Department and reported him and asked for a no trespass order to be issued to him. I told the officer, let's see, is this bigger? Let's see. I told the officer, I don't know if it goes. Hold on. Let's see. I think that's as much as it goes. So let's see. Told the officer. I think he told the officer that he wanted them to get no trespass. So this is going to show JLR and Betty during the Gabby Petito case, and they're over there taking pictures, and they look like Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and it's going to show him going off on her, and she tried to say that he hit her. You know how she always acts like somebody hit her, and that she, you know how she rolls. She's pathetic, but he doesn't touch her, but he goes, "Shut up, bitch," he tells her. So I asked the officer for the order to be, for a restraining order probably to be issued to him. I told the officer he would be outside Brian Laundrie's house from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. yelling on his bullhorn, just like every day for the past 2 weeks. They never did. The next day I spoke with another police officer and requested that they issue him a no trespass order. Still nothing. Even though the police had a strong police presence in our neighborhood, sometimes only a few yards away from Jonathan and his bullhorn during those 3 days between when I reported him to when I finally got frustrated and confronted him myself. This man, Jonathan Lee Richards, has been posing around the neighborhood as a private detective hired by Gabby's parents, a news reporter, and let's see what else it says.
Is that what you're about to do? I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you, motherfucker.
You're getting arrested, pal.
You ain't no fucking sleuth. You can sit here all you want with your megaphone. I don't care. But you come on my fucking property again,
I ain't going on your
I'm
property.
gonna fucking beat your ass.
You're going to prison, buddy.
Okay?
You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Call 911. You're going to prison.
Call fucking 911.
You're going to prison.
This ain't you.
You're going
This ain't you on
to
my
prison.
motherfucking property.
You guys assault.
Shut up, bitch.
No.
That's not you right there.
You're going to prison.
Good. I'll kill you.
Charges on you,
Don't
pal.
come on my
I'm
shit
pressing
no
charges.
more.
The whole world's watching
and
you.
you-
You just assaulted me on
did you
camera.
tell-
Right, I did.
You're going to jail.
Did you ask
just
them to
assaulted
leave
me
your
on
property
camera.
before you
Don't
even
worry
see your
about it.
assault?
You come on my property again. You're gonna get your ass beat.
And I'm just saying, look at how Betty, she just keeps antagonizing. She's an antagonist. She just keeps following him and following. And blah, 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 blah. He just told her, shut up, bitch. Like, shut up. Because he wanted to get her, but he didn't touch her. You see that he didn't put a hand on her, right? And he's irate because it's going to show you how they were creeping around his house. And here comes Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And like he's taking pictures with his phone and she follows right behind him. Watch. It'll show the security camera footage because this is from he put this on YouTube. I don't know. I got this a long time ago when this case was still open. I have so many archives, but it's from he put it on YouTube because he wanted people to know about them.
Camera, you are going to jail. I'm pressing charges. I don't give a fuck. You assaulted me where everyone was watching. You are going to jail. You came over and assaulted me.
What property was he on? You have a violent problem, sir.
I'm pressing charges, pal. I'm pressing charges.
We're all here.
Believe that. Believe that, pal. And that's not going to stop me because if you want to sit there and support the Laundrie family, shame on you too.
Oh, I don't want to.
You are going to jail. You assaulted me. You
I
pushed
said
me in
go
front of
fuck
national
yourself.
media, pal. You pushed me in front of national media. And I am pressing charges for assault. You don't care, huh?
So here's them, and that's why I put the Tweedledum right there, because here's them going to that man's house, and this is what they start doing, and it's going to show them go up to his door and basically get on his property and try and take pictures inside his house for some godforsaken reason. What's up, Blake Screen? Just wait till I show the receipts of her Facebook group and her mod squad doing shady shit behind the scenes and still stalking the prophets whenever they go out. And yeah. And then she's over there writing letters too. She's doing a whole bunch of shit. And see, nobody's been paying attention to her because we've been watching BJ, and so I think that she thinks she's slick, but I'm going through my archives and just trying to find all the, because I got a whole bunch of stuff that's I put private because I just downloaded to get it out of my phone storage. But I'm bored, so I was just gonna put it up here. But yeah. So I'm a rookie. Don't laugh. I'll laugh at myself. We can laugh together. I don't care. But I'm trying to. I was on Restream and I got used to that one, and then I came over here, and yeah, it's like I was on a whole other planet again. So let's see. And then it's not letting me show any. I have a whole bunch of like stuff in my storage right here on the StreamYard, like backgrounds and videos and all kinds of stuff, and it won't let me play anything unless I pay the subscription. So I guess I'm SOL, so I can't do play anything but like the actual music. I can't even play any of the videos that I have on here. So let's see. Let's see. So I'm gonna go look on here and see what else I could find. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna show barbecue's receipts because they're talking about BJ's talking about the receipts. So I'm gonna do that. Let's do that. This one. Pause. Pause. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna just show barbecues, the receipt, the video I made with showing the receipts of barbecues receipts for the blip boards. And so I just did a video like right when she did it, because everybody was talking smack about, I don't know, the ins and outs and every little penny, but you know what? I give them props for coming up with, what they came up with in such a short amount of time. And she showed her receipts. So I just made a video with all the receipts. So I'm just going to play that. Let's see. Sure. This. So this is a video that I made of barbecue lady, and when she did it on her TikTok and collected, was able to raise all that money to do the blip board. So I'm just gonna play that just to kind of, you know, just put it out there.
Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Herp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. Picture now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Oh my god, now they all look jealous. Brand new drip, hope they all got umbrellas. Y'all don't fit in, call them all Cinderellas. And I heard your last shit, dog, you can do better. You ain't got shit on me, homie, that's facts. I just bought a new crib, I buy another for the tax. We ain't in the same league, we ain't in the same brackets. I ain't made a joint yet, they already know it slaps. Now I need the dollars.
Basically, it's just a quick little video, but this is like people, they're actually in different states and cities, and they were taking pictures of these blip boards when they saw the blip boards, and they were, sending it to barbecue. So like, it's just to show that, they're really there. And then I'm going to show all the receipts too. So if you guys want me to stop it or whatever, or slow it down to look at them. But I mean, it shows a plethora of receipts right now.
Got a new girl and she look like Madonna. Found a new flow and it's hot like the sauna. Buying these stocks, I don't care about designer. Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Herp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't know no better. Herp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Staying high with the mace, tipping wine to the face. Trying to hit me from the
So I just wanted to show, just kind of point out here. So like it shows like all this is, let's see, Utah, Missouri, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Florida, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, California, South Carolina, Texas, Illinois, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Ohio, Arizona. So like she got a blip board in almost every state. Kingsport, Tennessee, right there. And let's see what else we got here.
door. It's a line at the place. I'm at home in the mitten. I got ties in LA. I probably pull a pack. Just hit me from the door. It's a line at the place. I'm at home in the mitten. I got ties in LA.
So then this is, let's see, we got California, Oklahoma, more Pennsylvania, Tennessee. These are all new. Texas. We got, what else we got in here? We got Virginia, some more Alabama, Louisiana, some more Tennessee, Oklahoma. I'm just putting this out here because, BJ's talking all her smack, all her nonsense. So I just figured I'd just play this one here. Let's see.
I probably pull a packed crowd in the flyover stage. Lies spread quicker than the truth. If you always talking about me, they know more about you. Worry about to set the rest of on the place. If they don't pay me to respond, then I gotta walk away. B&B, elevation high, laying low. I'm with the tenors down the fucking cookie shit I got from Trader Joe's. Say they making moves, but we making more. I stay in the zone, y'all just staying broke, way to go.
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous. Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new leather. And now I made plays, so they all look jealous.
Yeah, Great Lakes State and we make waves here. Running the point, I make plays like Shakespeare. Every day I make it a great year. So every year I feel like the day's near, yeah. Whole catalog made from a home stew. Quick scroll through like shopping at Whole Foods with the fresh produce. My shit is a whole mood. AEI, I don't owe you. Danny rode through scoop. Yates alley-oop me another go-to. 2 video shoots, gotta look cute. Get my Brad coupon, it's a lot of stunt doubles and they
Tryna play me, they ain't no better. Perp on me, you can call me Chris Webber. Brand new whip with the brand new.
Hebrews.
Her eyes are rolling in her head.
Yeah, why don't you just say, okay, this is the
The
end.
gravitron is what we called it.
I think it just went on to the next video. So I think it's just showing her stuff. So I'm going to jump off of here. Thanks for whoever showed up. And I appreciate you. You guys take care. And hopefully I'm going to go back to my restream because I already started setting that up over there. So we'll see what happens. My ADHD needs to make up on my mind. So thanks for coming in. Take care.